I'm Anthony Antoine, and this is Fox 26 Crime Files. We're going to start with snooping. But was it real or criminal? Here's Fox 26's Gabby Hart.
Are you serious? A camera in the boys' restroom? And I'm like, this is invading y'all privacy. Like, what's going on? Oh, I'm supposed to get on the phone and call some people. So that's when I, got in contact with Fox 26.
LaShonda Kelly's 17-year-old son attends Nimitz High School. On Wednesday, he texted her this photo showing what appeared to be a surveillance camera in the boys' bathroom.
As soon as you walk in the restroom, it's like a red dot flashing. It's not even flashing, it's literally on, like live. It was up high, like literally on top of the wall, just right there.
The public information officer for Aldine ISD was quick and efficient in responding to our questions. In the most recent statement, the district says in part, an electronic device which was not installed by the district was found. The statement went on to say, quote, the device is one that is used for demonstrations and training and is incapable of recording. Essentially, a fake camera like the ones you see in these photos with no guts or streaming capabilities inside.
I don't believe it.
You're not buying that this was a fake camera?
Absolutely not. I spoke with other parents. They stated that it was because of the kids vaping, and they wanted to catch the kids vaping in the restroom.
We sent the photo and video of that electronic device to an expert.
I would say this is the dummy camera.
Rahib Ismiev is a manager with Rapid Handy Security Solutions here in Houston. He's been dealing with surveillance cameras for the better part of a decade. In his professional opinion, this does look like a fake camera, but he says parents still had and have every right to be concerned.
What you're saying is that there could have been a device in there and it could have been removed by the time they found it?
Yes, before that, this day they came in, they put that device in there with the cover, make it looks like a fake, right? And then next day they came and took that device inside and they put the cover back, they left.
You never know.
We don't know.
And LaShonda says fake camera or not, parents should have been notified.
No emails, no phone calls, not at all.
Yeah, now the school has confirmed that Aldine ISD police are investigating this incident. They're taking it very seriously. They say whoever put that camera, or fake camera that is, up in that bathroom could be facing some serious punishment. Of course, we will stay on top of this and bring you updates as soon as we learn more. For now, I'm Gabby Hart, Fox 26 News.
All right, Gabby, thank you so much. In this next story, sworn to uphold the law and expose wrongdoing, not commit a crime himself. But as Randy Wallace tells us, that is the accusation one officer is facing.
According to court documents, former HPD officer William McCoy exposed himself to two different women on August 24th and August 25th. During the second incident, police say McCoy had his 2-year-old son with him when he pleasured himself in front of the woman. After posting a $5,200 bond, 25-year-old William McCoy walked out of jail to find the media waiting. You want to say anything at all? McCoy answered no questions. For several minutes, he just stood next to a light pole and whistled. Police say on August 24th, McCoy walked up to a woman sitting in a Hobby Lobby parking lot in Humble and pleasured himself in front of her. The next day, court documents state McCoy called a woman over to his car while he was parked at Macy's at Deerbrook Mall. Police say once again, he pleasured himself in front of the woman while his 2-year-old son was waiting in the car. Earlier this year, McCoy struck and killed a 24-year-old pedestrian while reporting to a non-emergency call. In July, he was no-billed by a grand jury. McCoy resigned from HPD. Now, according to court documents, he admitted to the crimes. He says he committed the acts in hopes that the women would, quote, be happy with what they saw. Reporting from downtown, Randy Wallace, Fox 26 News.
All right, Randy, thanks. Devastation as a 12-year-old boy is gunned down by an 18-year-old, apparently over $1. Here's Dominique Keith with the victim's mom.
He was simply walking home from the corner store, but 12-year-old Frederick Johnson never made it.
I mean, it hurts, but because it was wrong, it hurts. It's really hard for me to talk about it.
Jaquita Lott says her son was with a friend on Labor Day, and she says she's told Fred asked 18-year-old Callis Willis for $1 so he could buy a soda. She says Willis just started coming around the neighborhood a month or two ago and was familiar with her son.
And the dude told him, I left my wallet in the car, let's walk to my car. So when he went to his car and walked my son with him, my son walked with him to the car. So when he killed my baby.
Just opened fire on him after he told him he would give him money?
He said he had his arm like around his, like had him in his arm around him, like he was talking to him. And they say he just put the gun to his head and he killed him.
Willis has now been arrested and charged with murder. He's being held with no bond. This mom in mourning had to find out by telephone her 12-year-old had been shot to death.
All I kept saying, are y'all sure that my baby's gone? And they kept saying he's gone. So they kept telling me that he was gone.
That is an incredibly sad story. Well, 2 fires at a Houston Mexican restaurant aren't from fajitas on the grill. Thankfully, when an arsonist struck, someone showed up to help the dogs left inside. Here's Randy Wallace yet again.
I can't ever thank this couple enough because they risked their life going in there to save our dog.
What's going on, brother? This is the first time the Pinzon family has seen the couple who saved their dog during the multi-alarm fire at Las Cucos Mexican Cafe in Cyprus.
Black smoke started coming out of the vents, followed by the fire alarm.
Everyone inside made a run for it.
My wife was, "What is Blair? What is Blair?" And I realized that she was not there. So I tried to go in, but the 2 officers stopped me.
Harris County Sheriff's Deputy Jose Hernandez Jr. was off duty, but says he knew he had to act.
I look behind me, and my 4-month pregnant wife, she's right behind me.
Hernandez's wife, Barbara Soto, is a patrol officer with Precinct 5.
Being in law enforcement, you just want to make sure everybody else is safe first.
Where did you find her?
I remember where this couple was sitting at, and I went straight to where it was at.
Smoke was thick, and Hernandez says he couldn't find his way out.
And I see her, and she's there handing me a rag to cover my face, and I'm following her out, and we ended up getting out.
Like all the customers and employees, Blair made it out alive because of the badge-carrying couple.
Every time we think about it, I just cringe. I mean, it's like she's our baby.
A woman sitting at the stoplight is killed after a carjacking miles away. Here's Fox 26's Natalie He.
I'm devastated. I was robbed on Monroe Road at gunpoint for my car, and this is what it led to. This is the result.
Around 8 p.m. Wednesday night, Kathleen Hill says she was carjacked at gunpoint at the 8400 block of Monroe.
That complainant had some type of tracking system working with the dealership. So sometime this morning, she contacted HPD.
Police were able to track down her car about 10 miles away and attempted to arrest the 2 suspects believed to be in their teens or early 20s and armed. But the suspects sped off to the intersection of MLK and Van Fleet. Surveillance video from a nearby gas station then captures the horrific crash as the suspect slammed into an innocent woman's car waiting at the stoplight, killing her.
La policía.
2 others were also injured, including Jose Aguilar, who says the suspects were being chased by police. But Chief Finner believes this incident was not a policy issue. His remarks come after HPD has been highly scrutinized following several deadly high-speed chases.
They wasn't actively pursuing this vehicle. These suspects, in both of them, no regard for anybody, crashed into this lady. If you shot a gun and you fired it into a crowd, what would the punishment be? We need the same damn punishment when people are fleeing in vehicles, because it makes no sense.
And police recently charged the driver in that crash. And only on Fox, a woman seen walking a dog out of a North Houston neighborhood. Is it a good Samaritan? Is it a good Samaritan or a thief? Fox 26's Randy Wallace is in the north side.
The dog's owner filed a police report here at this HPD substation on West Montgomery. The more time passes, the more this sounds like a crime. Boston is a 3-year-old charcoal lab.
I mean, he was my first baby before I had my real babies.
And Madeline Falavine's first baby is now missing.
I just don't understand it.
This bizarre tale began around 10 a.m. on Tuesday, August 29th, in this new subdivision at West Tidwell and Bingle.
All of a sudden, I ran into my neighbor, and she said, oh, there was a black lab running around, but a woman just came and got him. And I was like, that was my dog.
Boston wasn't wearing a collar, but is microchipped. The woman who took Boston can be seen walking in the neighborhood before the dog goes missing. She appears to be talking on the phone. Then she leaves the neighborhood on foot with Boston on a leash. There's no sign of a vehicle. If this woman is rescuing the dog, why hasn't she taken him to a vet or shelter to see if he's microchipped?
That he has a home, and his home is with us. And if you want a dog, go save one that needs a home, because this one has one.
If you know where Boston is or the identity of the woman, call 281-734-3385. We've got that number for you on our website. Reporting from the north side, Randy Wallace, Fox 26 News.
And this is the hardest image we've had to see here this week. A 3-year-old boy held very tight by a firefighter after someone gunned down his mother in front of him. Here's Dominique Keith.
Now safe in the arms of a Houston firefighter, this 3-year-old baby boy may not fully understand what he just survived, but many others do.
What a miracle.
Around 2:45 a.m., a witness called 911 reporting 2 vehicles going pretty fast east on West Gulf Bank Road, and someone from the 4-door sedan opened fire on the Acura SUV. A man in the passenger seat was shot and injured. Apparently the same bullet shot and killed the mom who was driving.
The bullet that struck the driver passed through the passenger.
After the shooting, the 34-year-old mother behind the wheel wrecked here. Investigators say the car carrying the gunman turned the corner onto West Montgomery, hit the curb, and had a tire blowout. Officers arrived within 1 minute of the 911 call and detained 2 people who were at the car trying to change the tire. The deceased woman's mother arrived, falling into the arms of a Houston police officer. Even as those here in uniform try to console clearly broken hearts, they know their comfort will be fleeting because this kind of pain is likely long-lasting.
It's really tragic and scary for that young child. My thoughts and prayers are with him. I can't imagine the trauma that he's feeling and the shock.
And that's it for this week's Fox 26 Crime Files. I'm Anthony Antoine.